Okay, so I'm going to see what the look of the Republican October surprise may be. Okay, so I'm going to, once again, I'm using the Urban Tarot. It's kind of a large deck for my hands, so I have to, forgive me, off camera here, break them down into basically eights. At least quarters, so that I feel like I'm really getting them broken into in a good shuffle, because I just unboxed this deck. So I want to look, I've looked at the Democrats' activity in October. I want to look at the Republicans' activity. How and what are they going to try for their October surprise? I want to know how effective it is. How do they do? How does the Republican Party, really the party of Trump, the party of meatheads, how do they do with any attempt at an October surprise? And will anything that they do be particularly devastating? I want to just see from that point of view. And I ask my ancestors, as always, and my guides, and the spirit of the tarot and divination in general, Creator, to help me interpret these symbols accurately and relay an accurate reading as best I humanly can. This is all alleged for entertainment purposes only. Okay, so let's take a look. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. At the Republican Party's efforts for an October surprise against the Democrats. They are, it doesn't, well, okay, this is something about that there's delay, there is a hang-up. Something doesn't go as planned. I feel like they can't get to it. Maybe they get caught for something before they can get to it. This came up in the other reading that I did about the Democrats. Did they have an October surprise for the Republicans? And this was one of the cards that came up as an effect. So it was part of the slowing down, or the people not able to give Trump support, basically, that were in higher places that had served him. I believe that they will be getting in trouble. So it looks like, as far as their attempt so far, the first card is the Hangman. That's not a great start for them, no. And the 9 of Swords is cruelty. There's a delay, or there's a sacrifice, of course, that they want to give, or cause, rather, and they want to do it as cruelly as possible. But I feel like this plan may not manifest, especially because the first card I drew was the Hanged Man. Now, this could be that they just want to, knock Camilla and Biden out completely, and they don't mind doing it as cruelly as possible. The point will be cruelty, whatever it is that they try and do. but I'm not so convinced that it goes off without a hitch. There may be a delay in their October surprise. The Emperor. There's a great deal of cruelty, and of course it's connected to, I believe, Trump and the seat of government, the GOPs that are enabling him in government. Defeat. This is not good. He gets defeated. I don't read this as us getting defeated. He gets defeated. There's a delay. Something's going to come out, and it just really looks like there is an aspect, well, straight up defeat. Let's just pull the Sun. Peace. I just don't think that there's never any peace that they have ever given. We have only been in strife since Trump and them came in power. I just don't see this as being anything other than, I feel like they will be foibled. Their October surprise for the Democrats gets foibled, and it's devastating to them. They had, I think, a plan of cruelty. I think they had something, but I think because the ending is good and clear and transparent, this dark act, I feel, gets foibled. So I believe that's the message. I certainly hope that's correct. I don't see how, if they did something awful and it succeeded, that they would that there would be peace and this light of energy. They have never caused that. They bring chaos. They're sowers of chaos. The filmmaker, the Prince of Cups. Science. So, the Six of Swords. Sorry, it doesn't help when I get interrupted. Look at that, the heart. I didn't notice that before in this deck, that at central it shows a heart. It's like a double cross. He feels double crossed. I'm getting, Trump is going to feel double crossed again with that sense of loyalty stuff. People will be revealing things. Again, that truce for peace, so that they can save their own skin. There's something big around the month of October, you guys, with this October surprise stuff. I don't think that the Republicans are able to carry it out. I think somehow it gets delayed, it gets sacrificed. There's an aspect of it there's just cruelty involved in it, and they get defeated. And it could be that the very plan of what they were getting up to in and of itself seals the deal. The bottom line is, I feel like their own actions get them in trouble. And it might get them in a whole lot more trouble sooner than they think. There's something significant. And because there are swords with this 9, I feel like they're worried about a delay. They're worried about it not working out. That is also a card of worry. Being under a tremendous amount of pressure. He'll be defeated. Trump will be defeated. I know that they think that that's what they're going to try to do, but I don't see it happening. I get defeat next to Trump. And I think especially what he's done with the COVID, the information, and children, where children are concerned, and his disregard for the well-being. People have to understand that includes their children, not just them. The pandemic issues, health issues. People want a vaccine that they can count on, that they know isn't from Russia or some other bullcrap. This is also, they've made our scientists look like a joke. I just don't see it happening. This tells me that whatever they're going to have planned will not happen. It doesn't end up being able to manifest. But they get exposed. Maybe this is part of some kind of, I think there's some kind of ad, some kind of film, something they've made depicting also, and now I'm getting some flashes of this. Maybe it has to do with COVID, or it has to do with health or science. Maybe it's not truthful. I don't know. Also something along those lines. There's double cross conveyed in these images being exposed. I think also that people that have worked with him may resign and may come forward with some of this information here, exposing him. Very interesting. All right, I'll see you in the next video. If you like this content, please make sure that you like and subscribe. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you again soon.